It was one of those mornings when Central Park seemed to whisper. The amber and crimson leaves lay scattered like old secrets across the cobbled paths. Walter Adams, 74, adjusted his scarf and lowered himself onto his favorite wooden bench, his breath forming soft clouds in the cold October air. He wore a brown tweed coat, his cap slightly tilted, the lines on his face mapping decades of wisdom and solitude. In his shaking hands rested a black and white photograph, his late wife, Eleanor, smiling at him as if time had never passed. Walter visited this bench every day since Eleanor's passing 2 years ago. They used to sit here together, sip hot coffee from a thermos, and feed the birds. It was here that he first told her he loved her, and here that he held her hand the day she told him about her diagnosis. The bench was more than wood and nails, it was memory. Now, he came alone, to feel a presence that only he believed lingered. Across the path, a teenage boy named Jaden wandered aimlessly. His hoodie was up, headphones hanging around his neck, eyes puffy from a sleepless night. He was 17, fresh out of a fight with his mother, and unsure whether he wanted to go to school that day. Life had been unstable since his grandmother died. The only person who really listened to him. To Jaden told the old man Walter. As Jaden walked past Walter's bench, a sudden gust of wind pulled the photo from Walter's frail hand. It floated like a leaf, landing near Jaden's feet. He picked it up and looked at the smiling woman in the picture. Something in her eyes reminded him of his grandma. "Sir," Jaden said, stepping forward, "you dropped it." Walter looked up, slightly startled, then nodded, reaching out with a trembling hand. The old man Walter said to 17-year-old boy Jaden, "Thank you. That picture means everything to me." Jaden didn't walk away. "Was she your wife?" Walter said with a soft smile. "She passed away 2 years ago. We were married 48 years. That's a long time," Jaden whispered. There was silence for a moment, the kind that isn't awkward but necessary. Jaden sat down next to Walter, unsure why. Maybe because he didn't want to go home. Maybe because he saw something in Walter's eyes that felt familiar, loss. "I used to come here with my grandma," Jaden said. "She passed a few months ago. I don't know, I haven't really talked about it." Walter nodded slowly. Sometimes, just being somewhere familiar helps, even if the person isn't there anymore. They sat like that, old and young, past and future side by side, both tethered by grief. Walter told Jaden stories of his teaching days, how he guided thousands of students who now had their own families. Jaden listened, and for the first time in weeks, didn't feel like a burden. He felt seen. Walter leaned in slightly. "You know, Jaden, life isn't always kind, but it gives you little moments like this that remind you it's worth sticking around." Jaden stared ahead. "I feel like I'm always in trouble. With school, with my mom. I don't know what I'm doing." Walter chuckled softly. "At 74, I still don't know what I'm doing. But I show up. That's what matters." Jaden laughed. It felt foreign but good. They talked for over an hour. About music, loss, love, and everything in between. Jaden mentioned he used to write poetry but gave it up. Walter encouraged him to write again, even if no one read it. "You don't write for the world," Walter said. "You write to understand yourself." Eventually, Jaden stood up. "I should probably go to school." Walter smiled. "And I should probably go home before my bones freeze." They stood facing each other. "Will you be here tomorrow?" Jaden asked. "I will. This bench isn't going anywhere." Jaden walked off with lighter steps, earbuds in but music off. Walter watched him go, then looked at Eleanor's photo one last time before tucking it in his coat. For the first time in 2 years, he didn't feel alone.